Nashua Tower, Skyhawk 5303 Echo, runway 14 at Alpha, ready for departure, request a left downwind to the northwest.
5303 Echo Nashua, runway 14 left downwind departure approved, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 14 left downwind departure, 03 Echo. All right, nobody's coming in, nobody's on the runway.
Watch out for birds.
Yes.
Do if you see a bird.
It depends.
Try not to hit it.
That's the primary thing. All right, here we go. Line up in the center line. Power's good. Airspeed is alive. Look for 55 knots and then we'll rotate. 55, rotating. All right.
You're in the air.
Wow.
Airport 1, thanks, have a good night.
Okay, there's a bird there. Do you see him? And he's going down. What? It was a hawk, it looked like.
Oh, okay.
At about 1,000 feet, we'll start turning here. Clear to the left.
I see that cloud bank you were talking about now, George.
Yeah.
5303 Echo, contact approach, we'll talk to you in a bit.
All right, over to approach. Talk to you a little bit later, landing 03 Echo.
Looks like downtown must be fogged in.
And we're turning downwind now. There's the Budweiser plant over there. We're 1,400, we're climbing up. All right, you can put your feet on the pedals right, and then keep your hand on the rudder. And let me put the bug in. All right, so why don't you turn about, oh gosh, why don't you point us at that peak over there? And just try to keep us straight on that peak, just by looking at that peak. And try to keep us at 3,000, so you can see we're climbing a little bit, so push the nose down a little bit. That's good. Very nice.
Master approach, Skyhawk 2330 Echo, level 4,500, Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah. All right, just bring us back down.
02 Quebec.
Bring us back down to 3,000.
And 3 miles, same direction inbound.
Push the nose a little forward.
Types unknown. Contact Nashua Tower 1.
You're doing a good job keeping us straight on that mountain. Very nice.
102 Quebec over to Nashua Tower.
November 9 or November Delta, turn rating 180.
Right, 180, 9 November Delta.
But one of the things you can also do is use the trim. So I'm going to trim the nose down just a little bit, and that gives you a little bit of, can you feel it go down just a little bit when I did that?
November 3330
Right.
Echo, Boston approach, roger.
Okay, now you're going to have to pull back.
5303 Echo, do you have your landing area, Hawthorne Feather in sight there?
Hawthorne Feather's in sight. We're going to be doing some air work around here, if that's all right, and then head up north to Laconia.
03 Echo, copy that. You want to stand by with me for flight following still?
I would love that if you're able.
Not a problem.
03 Echo, thank you.
November 9 or November Delta, intercept the RNAV final approach course on that heading.
Okay.
Cover that, we'll intercept.
Bring us back up to 3,000 here. So why don't you bring us back up to 3,000?
Where am I looking? No, but
where? 3,000 here. So that's the thousands, the small one is thousands, and that's hundreds.
You read it like a clock.
Right.
Big hand is hundreds, small hand is thousands.
There you go. That's a nice, easy way to do it. Okay, good. And then you just push down a little bit so we don't overshoot. Okay.
Fine.
You're doing great. All right, I'm going to ask you to turn now to the west. So try to maintain our altitude and turn to the west. So a left-hand turn. Almost basically a 90-degree left-hand turn.
800, cleared RNAV 14 approach Nashua.
There you go. And then what you'll find is once you make that turn,
above 3,800,
the ailerons will go back to their normal position and you'll stay in that turn. So right now, believe it or not, the ailerons are effectively even with the wing right now.
Number 8 Charlie Delta, roger.
So a little back on the yoke. Get our altitude back up, and we're at the bug, the blue bug. Now the sun's in our eyes, and we're climbing. So push down just a little bit. Nice. Right, and then straighten us out. Or level us off there. There you go. And just try to keep our whatever reference point you want to keep straight out. Just keep us going straight. So we're turning a little to the left, bring us back a little to the right. That's good. And just try to keep that reference point like that. And what we can do now is pick one of those peaks off in the distance, and why don't you turn us to the right, towards that. Very nice. What you want to do is give it a little right rudder, so push the right rudder in just a little bit. That's good, that keeps us coordinated. Now we're descending in this turn because we don't have as much lift. So pull back up on the yoke.
over to tower.
Right. And then why don't you turn us back to the left a little bit. Very nice. Right, go for that. Go for one of those peaks out there, whatever one you like, and try to keep us straight on that. Very cool. You're doing great.
Care 902, descend and maintain 6,000.
Down to 6,000, Care 902.
So now you can see our vertical speed is still at 500 feet a minute, so we want to try to keep that zero, but also get down at 3,000. So we probably want to have a negative vertical speed down.
What do I do for that?
Push the yoke forward to go down. And you can see just it's small incremental movements, right? It's not huge movements.
Very fine.
Right?
Very
Yeah.
fine, man.
Once you get it all trimmed out, nice and like I had it all trimmed out, it's basically just small incremental movements that keep you doing what you want to do. Very cool.
Still don't understand what I should do with the legs.
Oh,
With feet.
yeah, it's a little, it's more subtle here.
Yes, yeah.
All right, why don't we turn, see that peak right over there? Why don't you turn to the right and get your right foot on that rudder. So push your right foot on the rudder as you turn.
Also as fine as...
No, it's a little bit more aggressive on the rudder. That's pretty good right there. And then remember, when we're turning, we need to do a little bit of back pressure on the yoke. So pull back up a little bit so we don't descend. Very nice. Very good. And then level off at that peak there. That the largest one as close to us as we have there. And right, and just keep us level towards that peak over there. Nice. So one of the things that you'll notice is when you do a turn, the lift vector is into the turn, right? Which means the lift vector is not up and down as much anymore, so we lose some lift because we're turning. So that's why you have to put a little bit more back pressure on the yoke, is to maintain that altitude. And that's why you find when you turn a lot, if you don't do anything, you'll decrease your altitude. And then when you level back off, you'll start going back up. All right, why don't we go towards that direction, one of those peaks over there, so we don't run into those guys. And, yeah. Okay, that's pretty good right about there. Yeah, that's a good direction. What do you think so far?
cool, very cool.
Yeah.
After a while, it'll become more natural to, like, you know, pick a spot out on the horizon that you want to aim at, and also keep that spot like a certain distance above the dashboard that you learn is like level flight, right? So usually it's like 2 or 3 fingers if you were to stand them up vertically, right? Or a fist, you know, a fist. If you put your fist on top of the dashboard, you know, like the horizon should be about there, maybe a little lower.
Yeah, all right. They're keeping us at 3,000. Very nice. You can see the remnants of the ice runway at Alton Bay.
Did you hear about that, Yuriy?
No, I don't.
Right over there. What they do, if they can, every year is they plow the ice to make a runway out of it, and people land.
Just for fun?
Yeah, just for fun. And business, I'm sure. I'm sure it's a bit of a boon and something further to watch and all.
Have you done it?
I haven't landed there. I've landed on my lake before.
Nice, oh nice.
On ice, yeah.
It's the only official ice runway in the lower 48
Really? Wow.
in the FAA's view.
That's right.
How thick you need the ice for that?
12 inches.
At least, yeah.
I
don't
mean,
know.
that's when they started opening it, right?
Was it only 12?
I thought it was 12.
Yeah, it could well be.
Have a little more?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see. Let's just get up to 3,500. And let's just get level there.
What's the red button?
What's that?
Red button on.
Oh, that disconnects the autopilot.
The ejector seat.
Going up.
What's that?
Keeps going up.
It does, yeah.
To force it. Fine.
Smile, Yuri. Get your hands on the yoke as well. Perfect. So all 3 of us now. Wait, which? Okay, bring us down closer to 3,600. Now we're going a little too steep there, so pull it back and even it off, yeah.
I did it on purpose.
Ah, good, okay. Now that we're getting closer to that magenta ring there for his class Charlie, we need to make sure we don't go below 3,500. We're 25 miles from Nashua. A little bit like that, if you don't mind. They've got the city of Manchester there. I think that's the Manchester Airport to the left over there. Trying to find out where Nashua Airport is going to be, somewhere over there. Always difficult to see from this direction.
I go a little to the right.
What's that? Yeah, you're going a little to the right, but that's fine.
Should go to the right, right?
What's that?
They go to the right or to the left?
No, just keep on going straight. You're doing good.
Straight.
Yeah. Oh. What we'll do is you can go right over the city and just stay to the right of the airport. You see the big field over there, which is the airport?
I think so, yeah.
So right in front of us is the city, right? City of Manchester?
Yeah.
And then the field over there, kind of diagonally that way, is the airport. So you're doing good. We'll just go straight over the city here. If you want to just cut the edge on the right-hand side of the city, that's fine too. It's kind of just what you're doing here.
50-50 Heavy Boston approach altimeter 3002. Would you like the RNAV Zulu 17 or the ILS?
Oh, that's why they're doing this. They want us
50-50 Heavy cross
at this height because they're landing basically
runway 17 approach.
Down that way. So the flights that are landing are going to be going below us. Flights that are landing into Manchester, I should say. They've got the city of Nashua in sight, but not the airport yet.
November 03 Echo, altitude is your discretion.
Altitude our discretion, 03 Echo, thanks. Great, let's get down to, bring us down to 3,000 Yuriy. I'm going to reduce power, it'll make it a little easier for you. And just keep the rate of descent right about there. So pull back a little bit on the yoke. Try to keep a constant rate of descent around 5,600, right about there, yeah.
Gentle and comfortable.
What's that?
Gentle and comfortable.
Exactly.
No dive bombing required.
Surprised Manchester has only one runway.
That's two.
They have two. You can't see the other runway because it's almost perpendicular to us.
Parallel to us.
Parallel to us right now, yeah. But if you were to look at it, it's perpendicular to the way you'd be looking.
Yes, we're looking across it. Perpendicularly.
Yes, exactly. All right, level us off here for a second.
Good evening, Boston approach, 800 Tel Sierra.
November 800
Nice.
Hotel Sierra, Boston approach, good evening.
That's good. All right, bring us down to 2,500 now.
Over Jaffrey. I have Bravo. I'd like to shoot the RNAV 14 to a full stop into Nashua.
November 800 Hotel Sierra, squawk 5150. What was your type aircraft?
PA-32/Golf.
Why don't you turn a bit to the left.
November 0 Hotel Sierra.
That's good right there.
Over Jaffrey.
Level us off, straighten us out here.
Above 3,000. Actually, you got good VMC conditions there.
Not at 2,500.
Good DMC, 0 Tel
That's all right. Just it's a turning descent.
Hotel Sierra, the
I meant level the wings. Yeah. Keep us going down to 2,500.
Right turn to 070, 0 Tel Sierra, maintaining VFR.
I feel like I can always get the hangars before the airport itself.
Yeah.
It should be straight in front of us, I think.
It is, yeah. All right, why don't you angle us over, see that white spot right there? Like a lone white spot in the, yeah, just a little bit, maybe 10 or 15 degrees to the right. And bring us down to 2,000. So a slight right turn.
November 0 Hotel Sierra 1 able direct to Muggy, join the final approach course inbound, advise established.
0 Hotel Sierra, direct Muggy.
Boston approach, Skyhawk 03 Echo, Nashua Airport in sight.
November 03 Echo, keep the code, contact Nash, Tower 133.2.
Keep the code, Tower 133.2, good day, 03 Echo. All right, my airplane, nice job.
Good job, Yuri.
Yes, undercarriage mixture, pumps, propellers, seatbelts, check your seatbelts.
Good on the back.
Switches, all right. And we are 9 to the north. Nashua Tower, Skyhawk 5303 Echo, with Bravo inbound for landing, we're 9 to the north.
5303 Echo Nash Tower. From there, maneuver for a straight-in approach and report of being the water tower on a 4-mile final.
All right, straight in, report beam the water tower, 4-mile final, 03 Echo. Those lights on the right-hand side, one red,
follow the Cessna, number 2,
light.
runway 14, clear for touch and go.
That means we're just a little bit high of the glide slope.
actually be a full stop on this.
If it's red and white, 2 red, 2 right, then we're right on the glide slope.
Number 2, clear to land. Full stop, Cherokee 15002. Runway 14. Nashua Tower, Skyhawk 20172, midfield, touch and go.
20172, you're following Warrior traffic ahead of you by about 1.5 miles on the downwind, starting a left base turn.
Come for that traffic, 20172. Traffic in sight, 20172.
172, follow the Warrior in the left base, and your number 3, runway 32, runway 14, clear for touch, go.
All in the Warrior, number 3, runway 14, 20172.
Sometimes it gets just a little bumpy at this spot right here. A little bird right there. That bird wouldn't do any damage.
Good afternoon, Tower 800 Hotel Sierra is inbound on 14.
Saratoga 800 Hotel Sierra Nash Tower, the altimeter is 3004. Report crossing Nori, how are the sports terminate?
Full stop, 0 Hotel Sierra.
I try to make this taxiway for the traffic here.
Sir 3 Echo from Delta, taxi to your hangar and monitor ground point 8 on the way. Have a good night, George.
All right, from Delta, taxi to the hangar. Good night, Lenny.